Everybody, good evening, and thank you for tuning in to Best Bet Live, streaming to you out of Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we've got for you a 5, 10, 25 pot limit Omaha game. We're going to join in the action right now as the game starts. Welcome to the stream.
Flop the noodle and have Henry chase me down, hang around with a pair of sixes. What's that? A pair of sixes? That is 9 and a 6. Yeah, but it went 9-9.
Flop with 8-8.
Yeah, you hung around after the flop with a 6.
You don't know how to flow, huh? Or you just slow play.
I'm probably still got that shit. Already over it.
So we got Lee raising it up to $100. 10, 7, 5, 4. Got a couple diamonds in his hand. Starting out a little loose tonight. Kelly Joe 3-betting here, 450, Jack 10, 8, 6, double suited. Lee makes the call, and David makes the call. David with pocket jacks, suited 7 tray of spades, 3-handed to the flop.
You got it, David. I hope you don't got it, but if you do. Oh, there's 12 points.
So we're having issues seeing what the flop was. All it took was a lead out by Kelly Joe there to get Lee and David both to fold. We'll just move on to the next hand. Again, we are streaming out of Jacksonville, Florida. We're on Facebook Live. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube Live. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following us if you're new to the stream so you can get updated every time we go live in the future. We got plenty of archived videos on there to watch as well.
I'll trade.
Yeah, I used to talk more.
Yeah.
Like the same. Being inside that pot.
Yeah, I had 250 of him though.
Oh.
Lee here opens up again, pre-flop, raising to $100. Ace, queen, queen, deuce, double suited. That's a little bit better hand than last time he raised. Henry flats right behind, pocket aces. Kelly Joe flats, pocket kings, Jack 10. Pretty quality hands there. EJ and Josh are both in. Josh flops 7 high straight. He leads out $400. Jay lays it down, folding over around to Henry. With the overpair, he folds. Kelly Joe lays down the kings. Josh flops a straight. Doesn't get paid off, but wins the pot. Here at Best Bet Jacksonville, we do have our winter series kicking off today, actually. Event number 1, it's a 100K guaranteed event, $360 buy-in. Flight 1 is in the books. Flight number 2, you can still enter until 9:20 p.m. tonight. If you're in the area, come take a shot at that. Again, $360 buy-in, going to get you 20,000 in chips, 30-minute levels. And if you make it to day 2, come back on Sunday at noon. We will be streaming the final table here on Best Bet Live. We got Lee opening up again here. Ace, king, 10, 6, double suited.
Here, I just realized what your sweatshirt is. eBay.
Ebay's the man.
Yes, it's all brand new.
Yeah, he's everything.
Yeah, eBay.
Like he just released his new line. That comes out.
Bear with us here. Let's see, we got 3-handed to the flop. Jack, deuce, deuce, 2 clubs. EJ flopping the club draw. And top pair. We're checking. Club hits the turn. EJ has the check mark there with the ace high flush. See if we can get any action by checking here with 2 players behind. They check as well. River card comes. Now we're going to see EJ take a stab at it, try to get something out of it. $330 in the pot. Looks like he bets, yep, 300. Nobody has anything to make the call.
Actually, he was losing one of the biggest part I was at the table.
So again, we got flight number 2 going on right now, that 100K guaranteed event for our winter series. We have 2 flights tomorrow,
50, right?
Yeah, I was here.
one at noon and one at 6 p.m. So you can still get into that event, $360 buy-in. We have a whole bunch of events going on the rest of the week. Actually, tomorrow, event number 2, $240 stud, 8 or better, and Omaha 8 or better mixed game starts at 3 p.m.
He probably said the 10 would have fucked him.
All culminating in our main event beginning next Friday. Got a day 1A at 11 a.m. next Friday, and then 1B Saturday, next Saturday at 11 a.m. $1,100 buy-in, 200K guaranteed event. Still have plenty of satellites to get into that one as well. We'll take a look at that satellite schedule in just a moment. So 3-handed here to the flop, 2 diamonds, ace 8. EJ with the ace queen has the best hand right now.
Look at that. Josh getting the cutoff. That's put
Lee does have the diamond draw, but he folds. EJ's bet. Move on to the next hand.
Yeah, line roll.
Just give me like a top 30%.
Top 30, I don't think you need that much.
Yeah, you're right. I'll take the deuce 4, 5, 6. Just give me 1 suit.
You do have cards. No option, okay? This doesn't have option.
Raise to 50 from 7.
You can't straddle this game?
It's up to you guys. I thought it was
No, you have option.
Should have option. I had an option last stream.
Hey, Dan.
We got Josh 3-betting here, $200 pre-flop, ace jack 9-5. Not suited.
No, it's 4.
Lee makes the call, pocket kings. Peter's in as well, 3-handed to the flop. Queen high board, 2 hearts. No heart draw to be found. Peter with the best hand currently. Top pair. Checking to the turn. Deuce of clubs. Josh picks up a gut shot wheel draw here. Peter's still ahead. Lee leads out though. With his overpair.
I know, he sent it to me.
I'm sorry, Peter has 2 pair. That's why I said that. My bad. All right, so the river does not improve the hand for Lee, who does have the overpair. Peter's queens and trays are best. Let's see how the action plays out. We're checking down the river. It's a little conservative here as the stream starts out tonight. So everybody gets a feel for the table. Do have high hand going on tonight here at our Jacksonville location, the Regency location, 201 Monument Road, from 8 p.m. to midnight. $300 every 20 minutes. So if you're in the area, come down, pay us a visit, play for some high hand. You can watch the stream live on the side here without delay.
Mayor of Myrtle Beach, David Bell.
We'd love to have you. Cody is a new guy to the stream. The only player here that hasn't yet been on a stream with us. Wakes up with pocket aces, got a suited ace with it, raises to $100. Gets 3-bet by Josh right behind to 350. Pocket trays. Cody looks to get a raise together here. 4-bet to about 1,100. Josh knows where he stands after that, and he lays it down. Nice 4-bet by Cody. Definitely seen some loose raising here pre-flop on this game as we've gotten things started. Feels like we're going to have a pretty fun game as the night progresses.
You probably have an ace in his hand.
And a 9.
I had a good hand. King, queen, 9, 10 double. I mean, 9, 8.
That's 3 or whatever.
Yeah, you can even that's 3 different ways.
I've never folded about that. Fuck, I got 50. That's 3,000.
A couple of years ago, Sean.
I gotta protect my nipples.
did
Yeah, me too.
That was down here when I got
400
you.
straddle on the floor.
Queen, 9, 7, 5.
He's got like his base, and he goes like call, and he looks down at 7, 7, 7,
You had that?
9. Bugs the action. He flicks it in and says, you
had
know,
$50
floppy
in there?
quads.
Yeah,
And
like,
he puts
okay,
9, 9.
Everybody limps here pre-flop. We're going to have 4 players to the flop.
Must have been.
You always win the big ones.
I threw that year. Really bad.
Hey, dog. Cocktail. Come on, man.
King of clubs and jack of spades.
Set your timer, Cody. You can go watch. Go out to the screen there and see what he has. Yeah, I'm real worried about it.
We're looking at the hand here. We can't see what David has. Peter does have the ace-high flush. With a paired board, though, Peter's not having it. He does lay it down to that river bet by David. So we'll never know. We'll have to trust that he has the full house there.
I think last time was wrong.
So if somebody goes all in, think we're at that, right?
Yeah. All right, man. I need some drink, man. What cocktail?
I don't
I know it's early in the stream, but I do have to step away from the booth for just a second. So enjoy the game while I am away. Again, my name is Wes. You're tuned in to Best Bet Live. So we're streaming the 5, 10, 25 pot limit Omaha high only game. Cash game here. Best Bet Jacksonville, 201 Monument Road. Thank you for tuning in. I will be back momentarily.
Nice hand. He doesn't have it, boys. He doesn't have it.
You don't have kings, 1, 2. 3 players.
Good.
Debated.
14 times 9. The 126.
I had it that time.
Isn't that right?
What's the speed of light?
Double threes.
186,000 miles.
I had a straight roll.
This guy's sick. Yup. Should have played a hand.
What'd you say it was?
180,000 miles.
186
Per
Gator.
second.
You're
Oh
welcome.
yeah, here's another
It's on your button, buddy.
Circumference of Earth is it 50,000?
That's why he's shadow. Whenever it's his turn to shadow.
He knew
He
you
knew I would do it whenever you got the
22,000
button.
miles.
20,000 miles.
He's sharp.
So the speed of light for 1 second it could go 9 times around the Earth, 8 times around. Crazy, huh?
No, man, it's not crazy. It's science. It's bad. It is what it is. It takes 8 seconds to light. You want to hear crazy?
8 seconds.
3 player. I slept for like 30 seconds. Why? Stupid shit.
What else?
Yeah. The problem is like maybe it's like this doesn't really come that often. These things here.
No, obviously after the game.
Right, yeah. But the game
Not saying
doesn't-
go sleep right now.
Yeah, the game doesn't get juices until after the straight.
Yeah,
Just
after
to play
stream
that on
plays
straight.
way big.
Yeah. So like,
Fast.
if I'm gonna play big, I just
Where'd you get here? Did you just drive down here?
we were gonna drive down last night, and my always was like, nah, I want to stay one more night with my girlfriend. So he ends up going back to his girl's house, and he ends up coming back out with us. We're like,
Josh, you going down to Miami
for what?
for the tournament?
I don't play tournaments.
Oh, okay.
Over 'em. Never again. Retired.
Hey, you know what I say? Go out on top. Go out on top.
Yeah, we party till like 10 in the morning. And we're supposed to leave by 2, and I'm notorious if I like go to sleep,
wanna whack out
I don't wake up. So I just have to like stay up. One of the top, don't wake up.
Smart.
Alright, after the fight night.
Why, dude? We just bring
Nah, I'm just.
Watch the fight.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from? We said that 10 minutes ago, man.
What's your
That's a good idea. Dude, yeah. It's a good idea, yes. We got Lee's approval. We can get the hookers to the house.
No, I can't.
Strippers, not hookers. There is a
All right, joining Preflop Action here, we got David raising to $100. There it is, ace, king, queen, queen.
My bad, guys.
King, queen of diamonds. It's got 4 callers.
Son of a gun. I didn't realize my hand for real.
Flop comes, Peter has top pair with the jacks. And the spade draw.
Who raised this thing pretty fucking?
10 on the turn, Peter. Nice little wrap here. Now Josh is going to lead out. He's got a pair of jacks. 2 pair actually, jacks and 4s. That's 400. Let's call it a David with the over pair and the and Broadway draw. Action back to Peter. He's got a nice hand himself. Flush draw, straight draw, top pair. He flats. Folds out of Henry and Kelly Joe. It's going to be 3-handed to the river. Ace of spades. Interesting card here. It gives David Broadway. Peter picks up the flush, second nut flush here. Let's check to him. Gets a bet together. $1,000 to go. So we see a fold out of Josh with just 2 pair. Be interesting to see what David elects to do. Although Josh is thinking about it. Lays it down, rightfully so. And David did make the call. Hitting his Broadway draw on the river. Fortunately, that card gave Peter the flush. Peter scoops. Pretty healthy pot there.
Hey, I'm glad I didn't realize what I had this spot. You would probably be
Pretty good hand, Peter.
you ready for 100.
Take a look at what's happened
Got it.
thus far.
All I had to do was this.
After that hand, Peter up big, up over 2,500. EJ up a little bit. Everybody else pretty much even or down.
So we're flipping Rick and Tip to 125, maybe 30
And
minutes.
take a look at the players here. In seat 1, we got Cody, Josh in seat 2, EJ in seat 3, Toby, Lee, David, Peter, Henry, and then Kelly Joe rounding it up in seat 9. Peter and Josh both buying in pretty healthy stacks there. Peter started 9,000. Josh started with about 10K. Good action ahead of us here.
It was fun.
8 6. You got to hit 8 on me. Oh, you're doing it for the first call? Yeah.
Oh, you always buy out.
I'll take it tonight. I told you not to. He's gambling.
2020 Henry's. 2019.
New year, new Henry. After.
Oh, look, they got Kelly in our yard.
That's 450. Oh, it's 450.
Yeah, there's David. Can you see that card yet?
Not a lot of them straight up there. 3.5.
Like, how good is your eye?
Not sure what Lee has here. Could have an ace in this spot right now. Cody with the overpair. Looks to be strongest, although with Lee betting here, I'm going to bet that he does have an ace in that hand. Bet $900 on the flop. Already almost $1,400 before he did that. It's going to get Henry to lay it down. Back to Cody with his kings and tens. He folds. Nice bet by Lee on the flop. Again, going to have to assume he had an ace in that spot.
So now cover the tips and the right too.
Buddy, where you been? We've been asking that for 20 minutes.
Yeah, not a single one's come out.
Oh, Nancy.
Oh. That's why, yeah.
That makes complete sense. I like her.
Kelly, last time, ordered this crab and cucumber. Just put the
I had been on vacation.
Right, rejoining the action here. Limped around to Henry, who makes the call pre-flop. Ace 10, 8-5, the suited ace. Cody on the button is going to make the raise. 125 to go. Ace Queen 10 tray. Got a few spades in his hand, and there's the 3-bet by Josh. Jack 10, 9-4, double suited. Looks like we're going to see some pretty aggressive play here by Josh, at least opening pre-flop. So that should make things exciting. Cody makes the call. So we're going to be heads up to the flop. Ace high board, 2 diamonds. Josh with the diamond draw. Cody with top pair. Josh's first to act. He bets about 600. Cody with a strong ace. Looks like he's getting a call together. Got an all-in and a call. I'm gonna run it twice here. Josh spikes a diamond on the river on the first run out to get the flush. Same turn card here at the 6. Queen for 2 pair on the second run out. We'll just chop that one up.
Left leg, 10 hands. Oh, well, I'm going to tell you, right leg comes to back to play. Hey-oh! Hey, why you thinking those? That's cool. You got it.
Come on, Wendy. Huh? Yeah. We still have the space. Yeah.
Wendy. How are you? I didn't know what to do. I just heard over 3 of my 4 cards.
I didn't see it.
Hey, Wendy, why don't I go play your stuff and you sit there and play my stuff?
Sure, no problem. I gotta
Well, I'll get it down to normal.
No, you got it. You're supposed to double up. To win it. All right, get that.
No one saw.
Alright guys, I know flight number one numbers. Right now they put 35,400 into your prize pool, and you have 16 players to advance for flight number 1. So far making your prize pool 58,000. Wait a little bit more with a couple more players during a break. We are open during the next couple levels, and then registration will be closed. And at that time we'll give you more numbers to think about, alright? And for people who are playing multiple flights, yes, of course, the big stack you got will go into day 2.
I got a big all-in here by Cody here on the flop. He's got the flush draw. He's got the straight draw. And Josh is going to flat here. He's got 2 pair, aces and 10s. If anybody else makes the call, EJ with almost the same straight draw. He lays it down. Kelly Joe lays down top pair. Don't have the spades to justify the call. They lay it down. And so we're going to run this one twice again between Cody and Josh and see what we get. Nothing changes for Cody there. Josh with 2 pairs, going to take the first run out. Second run out here. Cody looking for a flush or a no straight. Does not get either. Josh is going to scoop this one. 2 pairs, good on both run outs. Cody missing his flush and straight draws. Big hand for Josh. After that, Josh is up almost $3,000 since the start of the stream. Big hand there. He and Peter, both the big winners thus far. These things have gotten started here. Cody, and he's buying in for $2,500 starting this hand here.
Okay, Annie, let's go.
If he'd have had 2 spades, he would have folded 100 years.
You've always said to run out. I had spades.
6, 5, it
You have not spades?
No. Yeah. I just had top 2.
50 to go.
I had 3, 4, 5 spades.
I had the 4 of spades. Oh yeah, it was ace deuce flop.
Yeah.
Did you get there?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Can't quit now. Mama didn't raise a quitter.
5 would give me a straight. I have 5, 5, 3. I mean, 7. Any low card you can
Just saw a question here on our YouTube chat. Why doesn't George play Pot Limit Omaha? I mean, I can't speak for him, but he's doing pretty good on Hold'em. Why change something that's not broken? But we can ask him tomorrow. We got the 5-10-25 Hold'em game tomorrow night, and I'm sure George will be there for that. Be sure to ask that. Maybe we could get an answer for you tomorrow night. Rejoining the action here, 4 players to the flop. King high board. Got Peter flopping trip kings. EJ, though, flopping jacks full of kings. It's check to EJ. And he's going to move all in. Not sure if he necessarily can. Perhaps the numbers are a little off here. Looks like Peter makes the call. EJ elects to run it once. Trey on the river. Kings full for Peter. EJ, jacks full. No good. Don't hold up against Peter here. Surprised he elected to run it once there. I mean, if somebody's going to make the call there, you got to assume they're on a king, so decent chance they pair one of their other hole cards to get a boat. I'm going to play it safe and run it twice there, but I wanted to run it once. Can't blame him for that.
You'll get an attorney a champion.
You going tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's just not 5.
That's the play tomorrow.
So again, I was just saying our next live stream is going to be tomorrow night, 5-10-25, no limit hold'em. It's supposed to be at 8:30 p.m. Might start a little earlier. Not sure when the players are going to show up. So just stay tuned. Make sure you are following us and subscribe so you can get updated when we go live. In case it's a little earlier, we are then having the final table of our Winter Open event number 1 on Sunday when that gets down to a final table. $360 buy-in, 100K guaranteed event. Some really good tournament action on Sunday. Be sure to tune in for that as well. I'll put the upcoming live stream schedule in the chat for you guys to see. You can always visit our website, bestbetjacks.com. Click on the poker tab, go down to Best Bet Live. See our upcoming streams. Any of the cash games you see there, you can get on the waitlist for. Send your information to sagec@bestbetjacks.com. That's SAIGE, the letter C, at bestbetjacks with an X.com.
Oh, hey.
You got third in one of those? That was here, right?
No, it's up on
No, it's up. No, Peter got deep in one here.
You a nice guy. That's cool. You a nice guy.
And after that hand, Peter up very big.
$50 for a one ball. That's like 1.5.
Up over 4,500 since the start of the stream.
Alright, that's fair. I'm only trying so hard because Ben told me he would not settle me no matter what. He's like, you won't even settle me. Like, he doesn't sell.
You got here like that.
I gave Angel a piece in the 5 diamond.
Huh?
I gave Angel a piece in the 5 diamond. Different story.
Dude, I yellowed that one.
Huh?
I yellowed that one.
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't sell at all.
Me either. I mean, that was the only thing I sold.
Some of those people were.
So we got Toby here, pre-flop, raising with Queen Jack 10 tray, 10 tray of diamonds. Calls by Lee David. Peter makes the 3-bet here, pocket kings. Double suited. 5:25 to go. David with ace, queen, 10-6, suited queen, ace, suited ace there. He does make the call. We're going to be heads up to the flop.
Sit in with me on the ace jack 9-4.
Nice hand by Peter. David looking for clubs or an ace. Does not spike the flop. Does have a pair. We got 8s and 6s, but Peter leads out, gets David to fold, takes this one down. Another pot for Peter.
I mean, I'll never be stuck in tourneys. Like, as long as I live.
Yeah. That's better.
Mainly because of my like, I got you this time, Peter. You're a small blind.
Lee's cut off.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, I guess.
Who's
you
first
can
on
get
this?
Never mind.
Jeremy.
Champ was on this.
But he's not here. Jeremy.
They gotta go in this time.
Jeremy's here.
Jason gets back.
So he's back?
Did we call it that?
Can I sleep?
Just do it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
But there are people in there that
Yeah,
want to take
you can shop from any position technically, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
Well, I guess I'll have to wait. Starts on 4.
It's a blind raise.
Straddle.
Yeah.
We're ready to take back the quarter. Oh, it's his. I'm sorry. Sorry. I got
Okay.
252, yeah. 200, bet 26, fold 7. Fold 8, fold 1. Fold 1.
You mad? Nope. You got a good hand? Alright, I call.
Fold 2. 25. Heads up. Check 2.
Heads up action here. Josh does not flop much. David moves all in, gets Josh to fold. We'll move on to the next hand. If you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here. Best Bet Live, streaming out of Jacksonville, Florida. 5-10-25, pot limit Omaha cash game. It's a high only game.
I'm looking at like where's the sitting on. Is that on site? Why don't you call the damn seat?
It was a $1,000 minimum buy-in, no max. A couple players buying for about 10K.
I'm set for like the next 3 years. A buddy of mine knows me like heaps.
You're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Make sure you are following and subscribe so you can get updated whenever we go live. And you can go back and watch archived videos on any of those sites as well. Thank you for joining us. Lee opens up here, $100 pre-flop, pocket kings, queen 6. They got a suited king queen. of spades. David calls. We got to get him to hold those cards right on that spot. Keep missing his hand there. Henry makes the call. Pocket queens, ace 8, double suited. It's a rainbow board, ace high. Henry with a pair of aces. He checks. Well, he gets the c-bet in here, 200. We finally saw David's hand, 10, 9, 9, 7. He's down the tens. Gut shot. It's going to be Henry and Lee here. Heads up to the turn. 4 clubs. Does not help Lee. Looks like we're checking it down, though. Ace of clubs on the river. Henry leads out, and we're going to see a fold out of Lee. And trip aces for Henry. Takes it.
I think that you threw a red chip and you took the black. It was smooth. No. Very smooth. Oh, he's on. No. Damn.
It's not good.
Boy, we about to get purple of this mug. You get purple what?
Later, not here. Not here.
Well, I still don't understand the deal that they won't call the season. You know, what's going on?
Yeah, I think I feel it.
Fold 2. Raise that ass. 100.
Is that my water?
6. Call 7. I have a couple.
Watch the light.
8. We got an open, so we got a call 1.
The podium don't know.
It's kind of hard.
No, they told him. They told him.
3 plays.
Again, with the Winter Series going on right now, event number 1, you can still get into that. You got about an hour left for registration there. $360 buy-in. It's going to get you 20,000 in chips. 30-minute levels. You make it to day 2. Returns for noon, for play at noon on Sunday. 40-minute levels on day 2. We'll be streaming the final table here on Best Bet Live. If you're a big Omaha fan, as I hope you are watching tonight's stream, do have an Omaha event tomorrow. Event number 2 is a $240 buy-in. Stud 8 and Omaha 8 mixed game, a round of each. That starts at 3 p.m. Be 12,000 in starting chips, 30-minute levels. That is a limit tournament. Of course, if you play those, probably know that already. And we've got 2 flights tomorrow for event number 1. Plenty of action going on this weekend and throughout the week, culminating in our main event. Day 1A is next Friday, the 24th, 11 a.m. start. Day 1B, Saturday, the 25th, again at 11 a.m. $1,100 buy-in, 25,000 in starting chips. 40-minute levels. We'll be live streaming the final table of that event as well. We do have a bunch of satellites left to get into that main event. $260 satellites throughout the week. We also have on Thursday the 23rd at 6 p.m. a mega satellite, $260 buy-in, 20 seats guaranteed to be given away in that satellite for our $1,100 Winter Series main event. We got high hands going into all of those satellites. Release high hands into that mega satellite on Thursday the 23rd at 6 p.m. So plenty of ways to get in. Try to free roll your way into that main event. Having a little difficulty here. We're going to have to we have to enter in everybody's stacks again. So bear with us while we fix this computer error. But we'll have some up-to-date chip counts for you when action resumes. So a little silver lining to that. But looking back at the schedule for our winter series, we do have that Omaha event tomorrow.
All right, I lied.
But also next Saturday, the 25th at 3 p.m., event number 8 is a $350 Big O PLO High mix game. So that's the Big O, which is always an 8 or better game. A round of that, and then a round of PLO High. We'll probably see a couple of these guys playing in that. I know Henry likes to play in our Omaha tournaments here. Again, that's a $350 buy-in. Next Saturday, 3 p.m. We've got a whole bunch of events throughout the week. Various sized buy-ins. Plenty of action for anybody. Always brings in good cash games as well. We do have high hand promotions going on all week, including cash giveaways, tournament giveaways tonight, going until midnight. $300 every 20 minutes. So be sure to come on down. Best Bet Jacksonville, 201 Monument Road. Get a piece of that action. Here we go. Looks like we are ready to go. Gonna rejoin the action here. Fresh chip counts.
I know, but it's not
Yeah, that's my account.
Oh, that was. Okay. Oh, okay. But we'll just buck his hands. That ain't live, Lee. It is.
No,
Is that
it's
live?
straddle.
Yes or no?
It's straddle.
Yeah, straddle.
It's straddle.
It's live. It's live.
It's live as long as
It's 5 times a quarter.
Discussed when we started. I didn't hear it. Everybody said yes.
Yeah, I guess Peter said no a while ago.
No, they said it's a straddle.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care.
Dave, I look like a real maker. I'll get a street. I'll give you these two. I'll let them know. 250.
As we figure out the blinds here, we got Peter gonna raise it up $200 to go. Pocket Kings, Queen 10. A couple hearts there in his hand.
I'll talk to you later.
See if he gets any action. Doesn't look like it.
6 of clubs, 4
Hey,
dimes.
is this your
They don't
first hand?
count.
This is your first hand?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. C3's not in it.
Imagine like me going back to my side. And like,
David makes the call. King, Jack, 10, 4. Couple of clubs.
what about if you tried to show
Heads
him
up to the
later,
flop.
you're like, I'll just show him later on.
And he flops the joint
Disregard.
with the Queen High flush.
Go down, David.
Peter's going to have a pretty good run out to win this. He does lay it down. David moving all in. Move on to the next hand.
Damn, feeling was all good.
Everybody limping right now. He's going to make the raise. 200 to go. Ace King at 10 tray. King 10 of spades. David makes the call out of the big. King Queen 10 6. Flop comes 2 spades. Lee leads out, and that's enough to get David to fold.
You're gonna smoke.
Got some sightings here in chat, Facebook. We got John Holline, Juicy Game. Too bad you're not in town to play in this one, John.
Peter, you putting in 50?
And we got the boss, Jesse, and Twitch checking in. Might hear a little more from him in a little bit. Pretty quiet chat so far, but juicy game nonetheless. Some pretty big pots here. Peter up big. And Josh in the 2-seat up big as well since we started. Peter up about 5,000. Josh up to about 1,400 now. Lost a little bit. You have Cody here in the 1-seat raising. Pocket kings, ace 4, the suited ace. It's called out of Josh and Kelly Joe. Kelly Joe with pocket queens, Josh pocket 9s. Flop comes 7 high. Cody's overpair, the best hand right now. Tray of spades on the turn, doesn't change it for anything. The rainbow board, no flush draw is in play. And Cody's going to lead out, thinking his kings are good, which they are. It's a good read. Josh is going to make the call with his 9s. Let's have a 7. Deuce of diamonds is a blank. Kelly made the call as well. So far we're checking it down. Everybody's a little nervous there. But those kings are going to be good for the pot for Cody.
I cannot beat 2 kings.
Two pair, kings and trays, but it's always wild. And that one pocket pair is good for a player here in an Omaha game like this, betting down to the river. We did start a little early tonight. These guys showed up. They were ready to go, so we got the stream ready for them. Just got this thing started. Just tuning in, thank you for joining us here. Best Bet Live, coming to you out of Jacksonville, Florida. 5-10-25 pot limit Omaha game. High only. $1,000 minimum buy-in, no cap on that buy-in. About an hour into the game so far. Some pretty good hands. It's weird. Saw Cody just fold pocket jacks and it's on ace with it. Interesting. Josh makes the raise. And I'm surprised he doesn't get a call. Very loose player thus far, at least pre-flop, Josh. No action there.
So everybody's in the front now?
Yeah, everybody's in tonight.
Sponsoring,
My main man Henry.
wait, so you're trying to get money to play in this game.
I'm chopping up him. I got him in.
You get stake for this game, yet you're staking Henry in
He's
this
still.
game.
I'm thinking Henry and Toby in the.
But you're getting stake for this game.
He's getting steak for his bad play, but his gamble.
Yo, that's gonna suck if somebody hits quad.
He's got all of his gamble.
Fucking
You have to pay
smart.
3,000.
I'm sorry.
Someone hits quad, you have to pay 3,000.
I can get it from Peter.
Oh, he has 2 peoples?
Yeah.
Who do you have?
Henry and Toby. Race. I'm so far stuck in that game.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
No, I'm smaller than him. I'll have to get.
How mad would you be if you like go to the bathroom and you look up there and Henry or Toby just has like 4 or 5 and you just completely forget?
I'll have to get quads. Bucket. If I hit quads 3 times tonight, I can get it. No, 4 times I can get it. I have to hit at least 4 times.
Joining the action here. David turning a boat, 7's full of 6s. Peter drawing dead, Lee drawing dead to a 9. David's moving all in. Peter makes the call. Does have the straight, he flopped the 7 high straight. And Lee calling here. He's drawing to a straight. I mean, the straight's no good. He's drawing to a 9. But in his mind, he has the straight draw to back up this hand. The queen is a blank. And that boat is good for David. Big, nice pot for him.
Oh, I got plenty.
He's going to scoop this one. A little triple up via Peter and Lee.
I think I did have pocket queens.
Hey, man, how are you supposed to? How are you supposed to get out of there?
What I have, Billy?
You're trapped. You got your corner in.
I thought straight draw. Higher straight draw?
So we got Cody here raising pre-flop pocket aces. They're double suited. $100 to go. Gets a call out of Lee with a suited ace. Peter with the case ace makes the call. He's double suited as well. Henry's in pocket kings. Actually, not looking too bad here. I haven't seen any other kings yet. So we got 4 players to the flop. Queen high board. Cody with the ace high flush draw and the overpair has the strongest hand. Checks around to him. $425 in the pot. See a nice size bet here. 300 to go. Might get action out of Henry with the overpair. He does make the call. So Cody spikes the flush on the turn. Henry drawing dead. Let's see if Cody tries to get some more out of Henry. Check might help him out here. About $1,000 in the pot. Cody bets 600. And Henry thinking about it again with the overpair. Got a club blocker, or whatever that means here in Omaha. He does make the call. Hopefully doesn't spike a king or something on the river to get himself into trouble. It is a queen. Henry's first to act. And, he's just punting away money here, unfortunately. Cody trying to figure out if that pair helped Henry, giving him a boat. Cody does have the nut flush draw. I mean, he has the nut flush here. That paired board, pretty scary. Bold of Henry to lead out. And he's got to feel good that he wasn't snapped off, that's for sure. Newcomer here to Jacksonville. I've never dealt with Cody before, either here in the live stream or elsewhere. So I'm not sure of his play. He does make the call here. He wants to see. And it is a good call for Cody here, turning the nut flush. Not phased by the paired board at the end.
I'm trying to get banned from that place, David. Yeah. No, I'm trying to.
I think we might be getting joined here. Try to get a guest commentator in.
Oh, you're. I have one.
10,000, 20,000.
You got Peter.
Target. Got the strut limit. I just gave you guys 10,000 last week.
Oh, no, I'm not going to straddle anymore.
Oh, lamb, I'm taking this back.
Peter, you
As
know
long
what
as
Doug was
technology
talking about with you?
permits, should be
Yeah, we were playing back
here in our
there,
boss,
like
Oh, with
crazy,
the wine.
and everyone was like going
Jesse,
nuts, and
joining
you were
us
just sitting there
shortly.
with all the money, just sipping your wine,
Hey, how did
with doing just the slightest smile on your face, like, wow, I got a good life.
How did you,
That's literally what was going through his
No,
head.
that wasn't it. He was only smiling because he had a little buzz.
He had a buzz,
Yeah, money.
and he was like, wow, this is just fun, and everyone's stupid, and I'm smart.
bullshit. How would you line up in Biloxi?
Oh, talk about it.
No? You did well. I have to leave because I was out of funds. I lost like 30 in 2 days. And like,
Your credit's good.
yeah, but I don't want to lose another.
So we got Josh here in the 2 seed, opening up pre-flop here, raising to $250. Pocket aces, pocket queens.
Where's your partner in crime?
Dave makes the call. Peter's in.
Watching right now.
Josh has a really good hand this time, and we'll see if his loose play thus far is going to pay off for him.
So I watch all 4 streams too.
Jeremy, you didn't get the news. They broke up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That would have hit headlines. Come on.
No, not yet. It's like probably they'll come out next week.
Hey man, my grandma's watching this.
She'd be sad if she was that broke up. He's such a good
Flop
boy.
comes king high rainbow.
Yeah, you're right. I should have. You're not wrong.
Josh has the overpair with the straight draw. Leads out for $350. David, though, with the open-ended straight draw. Gets a raise in.
It was 825 in a minute.
Bet the pot here with the open-ended.
David owns the one.
Peter folds, and looks like Josh makes the call. So we'll find out what the run-out's going to be.
I am not. We're doing it once or twice.
He only does once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me make sure Williams is ready. You got to be ready. Test it out. All right, here we go.
Rap. I got a rap in bad shape. I think it's
I guess we just run it once here, and David does not spike his straight. Not surprising. Josh has 2 of his outs, and David holding one of his own in his hand. And another big hand for Josh tonight. Chipping up over $3K in that hand alone.
No, actually, against top 2 is going to be. It's a rapid, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I got it.
You got free credit. Huh?
10. I've played with you a long time ago.
Black coffee? Cheers. Good play.
Those games were wild back in the day. Here. Why? 6. We in there.
I banged my knee earlier.
What?
You know, I think I kind of saw it.
Look, Toby wore his sweatpants for us, everybody.
I was thinking about putting on jeans like that, but it's just so much more adjustment. It's hard to do.
I've never not
It is,
seen,
but I can't wear them.
I've never not seen Toby in sweatpants. Well, I guess that one time he wore the weird thing. Remember? The Vietnamese scarf? Yeah.
I got several.
Yes. Rocky. Did you make all the money? That will sounds good to me. Please, it really hot.
It's fucking hot. It's always hot here, though. These lights make it so hot. Huh? The lights always make it really hot. I think it's warm in here in here, but the lights hot.
Is he trolling or no? I don't know.
Huh?
Are you trolling?
No, I'm being serious. I feel like it's always hot up here because of these lights.
I mean, it is kind of warm, but I was asking him because I was saying I might burn myself in the cold.
But no, I mean, you're not, like, I don't know how you guys are wearing sweaters.
You thought he was showing you
It's a nice sweater.
Yeah.
Look at it.
It's hot here.
I bought this.
Bro, he's got a David Yerman bracelet.
No, dude, it fell off the front of this on the way back to work. Gone. David Yerman, if you're all watching, bad company. No refund, no percentage off, nothing.
But it's on the
Lost
side.
that bracelet.
I didn't lose it. It fell off the wrist.
So you lost it.
I mean, technically, if you wanted to.
If
Technically,
you had insurance on it,
Although the things you're eating.
It wasn't expensive.
it wasn't that.
I don't know, you're like a David German. I mean, I don't know. I know what
I mean,
David.
it's like
Those are the
it's like
silver
a
ones, the little gold things.
It's not
it's
that
like a
nice.
rope with like one charm, but it's still expensive for like one rope and one charm. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, it's not even expensive, but it's just enough to make me annoyed.
What is that, $800?
No,
No, it's like
$350.
Yeah, but it's still a rope and one piece of silver. Like that's expensive for
Yeah.
$350 for
I agree.
one rope and a piece
But
of silver.
it's nice.
You're paying
With
for
a
the
nice
brand.
rope, though.
You're paying, yeah, no, it is. You're paying for the brand. Like it's just like it's like I have a $200 Peter Millar here. It's like a piece of shit hat, but it's Peter Millar.
Bracelet's not that bad of a buy, though. If you wear it.
Right.
Unless you look at it. Now,
I'm firm on the watch game, the bracelet game.
All right, joining the action here, pre-flop, Jeremy 3-bets, pocket kings 9-7, double suited.
Wow.
Over to Henry. Lays it down. Kelly Joe makes the call, 8-7-5-4. He's got diamonds.
Get really cheap with like a dope bracelet. Yeah, I give mine like probably once every 3 months, but like $20 over off the cap.
Uno or dos?
What's up, dude?
Dos, every time.
So on that flop, we're moving all in. Jeremy makes the call. We're going to run it twice. Kelly Joe with 2 pair. Folds up on the first run out.
I just got a text from John Holline. He's
Again, just looking for a spade or a king. Does not get either. Kelly Joe scoops this one. Doubles up through Jeremy.
I love the way he texts.
Big hand for him.
They got a bunch of different colors.
I want a pair more, but I got pair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rostic flat.
He made a flag, you sold that for.
I figured y'all folded because y'all had like 18. Yeah, 18. Figured my call.
Yeah, 87 to the 2. You know what I'm saying?
mouth and make up for it.
Should I'd have raised the son of a bitch 2 winnings to raise 7.2 on that flop. With the A7 straight.
I had king high spades for late 80s.
I had A7 straight. That's what I said. I would have lost my hand.
Who's in on royalties? Everybody?
Every session we've ever played. And like directly. It's kind of similar.
Yeah, I didn't even draw my seat this time. That's how you know it's just
It was really that draw.
best
I
bet.
gotta check my left, and I hate C1.
Yeah, dude, okay, so I hate C1, but ran like God.
So you kind of have like a little compassion for it.
Yeah.
You're like, it's still not for me, but like, if I get stuck here,
Like, I'm not mad. Used to be mad.
I get mad right now. Even my triple right now, I'll still be a little mad. I'll be like, I wish I would've tripled C2. Kobe, how much to let Lee shave your head right now? What's the number?
What does Lee have to do with it?
I just thought it'd be funnier if Lee's involved. I don't know. Does it make it a little funnier?
Not as much as you think. It's not like I'm like John, long hair John. It's not that big deal.
Do it for 1,000? Lee would definitely make it funnier though. Ask Kobe how much to shave his head right now, but he gets to do it. Completely bald.
Me?
Yeah, you shave
Free
his
ball?
head. No, you shave his head.
Like you take the, you hold the
With
thing.
razor.
I hold it.
You hold it and do it all.
I'm not
And
gonna
you get to laugh.
You like
ha ha ha.
Yeah.
That would make it way funnier.
We went out to the bar and we let each other shave each other's heads. And then then all the dealers were like, they'll make us hold to it. Or at least hold me to it. Like, he at least got to shave my head. And I texted him like a couple days later, was like, yo, you want to do this for real? He was like, nah,
here.
you're not touching
Oh,
me.
wow. Lee's watching.
Yeah.
Dan is too rich.
Your Honor,
That guy probably gets like $200.
Pretty Chinese people watching it. They don't look the same.
He only goes for like 7 days. We don't have to do all of that. Just get hand to hand.
Yeah, that's correct. I'll be back to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, that is correct. Hope you didn't play any hard off
I haven't seen one yet. Not gonna lie.
He opened one hand and then he got 3 bet by Peter.
That's all.
Yeah.
A flanger race.
186,000 miles per second.
Four-way action of the flop here. Jeremy with the nut flush draw.
I want it to be a memorable hand.
I'm not reading David's hand again. We got to show him how to hold the cards the right way so we can see what he's playing with. Henry's in there, pair of 9s. He folds. David's out of there. Josh with the pocket kings. Gut shot. He lays it down. Jeremy takes that one.
How fast
Yeah, I was going to say it.
is 10, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, yeah.
every once in a while, and you'll get some people to come here because it's fun.
It's always everybody who here in the live stream in Omaha. Somebody who's every single night. Like they play it every single night. It's never, there's never like any random. So it's like why?
All right, changing up dealers here. Again, if you're just joining us on the stream, thank you for tuning in. My name is Wes. Tonight we are bringing you a 5, 10, 25 pot limit Omaha game. It's high only, minimum buy-in of $1,000. No cap on the buy-in. Coming to you out of Jacksonville, Florida.
1,700 miles per hour.
Got a lot going on here at Best Bet. Starting with the Winter Series kicking off today. We got event number 1. You can still register into flight number 2 if you get here in time. Registration closes at 9:20 p.m. for that. We do have 2 flights tomorrow. One at 11 a.m., one at 6 p.m.
But I don't want to lose.
$360 buy-in. Sorry, I said that wrong. It's at noon and 6 p.m. for event number 1. Noon and 6 p.m. tomorrow. Flights 3 and 4, $360 buy-in. 100K guarantee. You're going to get 20,000 in starting chips, 30-minute levels. Make it to day 2. We're going to start at noon on Sunday, 40-minute levels, and we'll be streaming the final table here on Best Bet Live.
Not our plane, but like military.
Some of them do.
Gamble little bit.
The Superman's not that impressive.
They got planes out running now.
So three-way action here after Toby 3 bets pre-flop with ace, queen, 9, 8 double suited. Josh and Jeremy along for the ride, waiting for the flop to come. There it is. A pair of jacks, 2 spades. And Jeremy's going to lead out after Toby and Josh check, betting his flush draw. Over Josh, not picking up his cards. He's got to put him a couple inches over to his right, and we can see what he's got. We're not seeing it, so we'll have to play along here. He does make the call and elects to lead out on the turn, 5,100 in the pot. Looks like he's putting Jeremy all in to make the call. And Jeremy makes the lay down. Very. I think I saw some paint. Looks like he had a jack in his hand, and that's enough. A bet was enough, actually. Didn't really matter what he had. Got Jeremy to fold. Another big pot for Josh. And after that hand, up almost 6,500 since the start of the night. Sorry, almost up almost 8,000. Sorry, we had to restart all the chip stacks here. Trying to get the math right. Yeah, up almost 8,000 since the start of the night. Josh in the 2 seat.
Queen diamonds. Queen spades.
Yeah, I do.
Literally one out.
Literally 1 out.
Toby.
I thought they said to please wait so long they can hook us up.
Literally 1 out. Trust me, once he called, I knew I lost.
Yo, obviously, if you get dealt in, you're not here, you're out for props.
Yeah, if you don't see your hand, you're out. If you have a peek of it, on you.
Let's get him, Jeremy.
big hand here. Lee, Kelly, Joe, and Jeremy in. It's 2,000 in the pot. Kelly Joe bets out. Let's see the fold is over pair.
There your face, boys!
What the fuck?
Fucking 7 high with 7 high spades.
What a fuck.
You bluff Lee. Yeah, man, Jeremy, they suck.
And then he's
7
laughing.
high, 7 high almost beats me.
Almost.
Almost.
And then he's laughing with it.
That's just part of his game. That's part of his game. He gets
Hell, I'm sitting next to him.
yeah.
So you usually
The earplugs in the left side.
Hey. Who did that, you? He's easy to beat. I'm gonna get this guy to laugh at him again.
Hey. Watch it.
Oh, both of y'all.
Is it? He's it.
David, just so you know.
Yeah, I don't get small chicken fried raw food.
David, I just learned a hand hug today. I didn't know such thing existed, but now I...
Monica.
What did you think of the Star Wars movie?
I like that.
Yeah, I
I
like
love
some cream and brown. I love it.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it. It was good.
Good. You watch Mandalorian? The new Star Wars television show on Disney Plus?
Is it? I've seen like all the memes.
Probably, if you like Star Wars, you'll definitely like it.
Tell you,
You don't like
right there.
It's like John Wick.
David told me that.
I think he was serious with me last time.
He's serious. Oh, he's serious. Keep asking.
Rolling around, shooting people with like Star Wars characters and stuff. It's pretty good. It's like
It's not a good idea to go to Waco by yourself.
That's the best. Yeah, no, for real.
Why you need somebody to go?
Yeah.
The only person that I know that
You could have said a lot of things right there.
Hey, man.
Oh, what happened?
What happened at the stay?
I'm the only one that straddles.
That's the rule, David. You know all the rules. follow the rules?
Hey, that
Hey,
bouncer had to. Bouncer was dressed.
I think that was the girlfriend. Now I think about it, it's gotta be his sister.
675.
My brother-in-law is from
You gotta have figure it out.
Thumbs up. One check.
Too many chips, man. Too many chips.
How much is that? 15.
How about some water with that lemon?
$1,000, $1,000. Twice?
I told her, she brought me a water.
Oh, they're like that.
And I said, bring me just the water with no ice, but just lemon around the rim.
I just gotta wait for him. Make sure he's ready to go.
Bingo.
We got a good hand over here.
King.
Cool.
I gotta wait for him. We gotta make sure he's ready. The graphics have to be ready. Running it twice, good.
Gambling day.
Man, that's nuts, bro. What you talking about, man? Everybody ain't gotta have top setting up flush draw to get in, bro.
I need contact.
That's what I'm saying.
How fair for me?
Calm down, buddy. I'm taking your time. Just let me fight over here. You just say, good job out there. Go on, man. Yeah. There's nothing loose. Ain't tight like you, man.
The defense who need to get that people play tight.
Yeah. You got
Sponsored it? Yeah.
my backers watching.
Defense has to.
Them motherfuckers want you to. I hope your ain't watching.
Is that why you haven't had alcohol yet? You're trying to raise.
Toby's backers must be watching too.
You're proof of swear. You look tired.
Sit down.
You don't raise? David would have raised it.
My stalwart people.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 3
Is it right?
You're as live as you can be with that.
Yeah. I know, 4 quad draws.
No, 75, 1, 15.
We got Josh here raising pre-flop. King, Jack, Jack, 10. Suited Jack, 10. Hearts. Jeremy and Lee both call 10 high flop rainbow. Tray of spades on the turn. No spade draw to be had.
No spade draw you had. No spade draw you had. No spade draw you had.
Hey, Wes, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Wow, look at that. Modern technology finally brings us together.
I hope everybody else can hear.
Can everybody else hear me out there in the world of
I think I got it.
Twitch, Facebook Live, and YouTube watching this fine display of PLO?
But I hit the jack.
We do have Jesse, the Boss Hollander, joining us here on the live stream. This 5-10-25 PLO game. Pretty big action so far tonight. Big stacks and some loose players. Equates to
I have been watching the game. The game looks pretty good. I mean, I'm a little jealous. I can't play. I'll tell you that. Not that I'm a good PLO player, I'm not going to lie. It's not my preferred game of choice. However, the game looks like a lot of fun.
So far, what we have Josh manhandling this game up almost $9,000 since we started tonight.
Wow. Hey, and Josh Atkins, he's a player, you know. He won our deep stacks last year. And not only did he win our deep stacks, he says, you know, he's not really a tournament player. He's a cash game player. It's not totally surprising, I guess, that he's doing well.
Guess he's in town for our winter series starting up today.
That's good news.
Talk about that in a little bit after this hand. See what we have going on here. Looks like everybody just limping. Got a $50 straddle in this game.
So 5, 10, 25, 50. That's what we're doing?
That's what they're doing right now.
Juicy.
Very. Well, we're checking down this board. David betting his overpair with the up and down straight draw.
Trying to sync up my computer here.
Josh has a flush draw. I think he raised, got David to fold. Using his stack to his advantage.
In the moment, it wasn't too bad. But later on, it's hurt right now.
Yeah, so, you know, Pablo de Omaha is an interesting game. Everybody, there's a couple different strategies. You know, some people like to come in and do a lot of raising, make the pot big, so that they can take it away with big bets on later streets. And other people like to limp in and try to sneak in there and make a big hand. So it's a fun game to watch.
I've definitely seen a lot of pre-flop aggression out of Josh so far tonight. Very loose play to get those big pots. And it's worked to his advantage so far.
Interesting.
Are you able to see what's going on, Jesse? Just making sure.
I am able to see, but unfortunately, I couldn't get it on my computer for some reason, and I think it's it's on my end. Just some poor technology in my headphones. I couldn't connect the speaker very well. Not really sure why it didn't work, but it does work on my cell phone. The only problem is trying to keep track of everybody's four cards on the cell phone. Watching the video is definitely difficult, and I can't. You know, the reason we have this system that we have for the remote commentary is you and I are synced up together, but when I watch it on Twitch,
oh, you're behind. I got you.
I'm a little bit behind, yeah. So if I turned on my sound, it would be an echo. I would hear myself, but I can see it pretty good. We got Kelly Joe in there coming down for a little PLO action. Always good to see him in the room. He's fun to have. Cody, you said earlier, is a newer player to our room, to our live stream. How's he doing so far?
He's doing, let's see, let me look here. Yeah, he's doing all right. He did get felted earlier. Ran it twice with Josh and lost both of them. So he did buy back in, but he has he's gotten
still hanging tough.
Then.
That's good.
Yeah, he's gotten even after that. It seems like he knows these guys. I guess he's played with them elsewhere. I've never seen him in the room here, so as far as we know, he's a new player to us, but he seems to know a couple of these guys at the table.
Yeah, good. Well, stream looks good, and as you said, we are in the middle of our first event of our summer series. Looks like we had about 116 people for Flight 1. I have no idea how many we got in flight 2 so far. It started a couple hours ago.
The registration's still open another about 15, a little less than 15 minutes. So as soon as that closes up, I'll get some numbers for that.
All right, good.
So everybody can know what they're coming into for flights 3 and 4 tomorrow.
Should be a good opening event, as usual.
I'll post something on Facebook or something. He'll come in. Whack-o-s out of nowhere.
Kelly Joe with the mystery hand, huh? I don't know what I'm looking at
These
here.
guys, I tried talking to them earlier. And the way they're holding their cars, we're not going to get the reading.
You know, sometimes it's kind of fun. So we have some hands that we know for sure, and some hands we have to guess on. It actually makes it kind of interesting, you know, because it gives us a little bit more to talk about, really, when people are betting and raising. Maybe we can, you know, see how good we are, see if we can put them on a hand, and then maybe see it as it unfolds.
So Josh was the pre-flop raiser here, and he does spike an ace. It's a rainbow board. David leads out, though, first act. 400 gets a call out of Kelly and Josh flats. That gives Josh 2 pair on the turn. There is a club draw. David checks here on the turn.
Definitely a good card for Josh there, obviously giving him 2 pair. We got the 2 mystery hands. You know, Josh's hand on the flop doesn't really seem that good. But now all of a sudden picking up top 2, he's got a little power. There's not a lot of draws other than the bottom, the low straights or clubs, right?
So 1 mystery hand gone. Kelly Joe's still in.
Kelly Joe probably has some sort of wrap around that 3 and the 6.
Maybe hit the club there on the river.
Yeah, potentially a small flush draw, and he's trying to figure out if it's good. And I would, if Kelly checks, which he did, it looks like, right? Kelly checked, and then Josh checked, and Josh takes it. So, although we didn't see Kelly's hand, he must obviously he didn't have the flush draw, so he had some type of straight draw in that board. Probably nothing else. I can't figure out what else he might have
had an ace there.
But he could have had an ace, you know. But to call a big bet on the turn, he probably has to have at least you know, two pair with a draw, which is potential. You know, maybe he had you know, an ace 6 with the 4-5, something like that. Who knows?
I will say, having dealt with him recently and over the years, he is a lot tighter now than he used to be. So,
yeah, he used to be extremely erratic.
Yeah, he's tightened up quite a bit recently, and we'll see how that affects his game tonight as play continues.
So he's going to make the call with the ace 10-7-3 suited ace. Kind of a raggedy hand, but he does have an ace in the nut flush draw. Henry, kind of the same thing. David, you know, you know, with all those limpers in there, that's a pretty good pot for Jeremy, even though the 8-4 is not a very good piece of his hand, and he's got 3 clubs, which doesn't help his hand either. But with all those limpers in, he could probably take a little bit of control of this pot out of the hijack. Lee's probably not going to call with his hand. David might actually call with the 6-5-5-3, but I don't know about Henry. Who knows what Henry will do? Yeah, he's in. That's bad for Jeremy, just in case. I mean, there's not very many clubs left in the deck.
There's not. David's got 2 in his hand, too.
Yeah. I don't expect to see a flush draw here, or a flush.
Henry flops 2 pair, trays and deuces. 3 pairs, sorry, nines and trays and deuces. Whoa.
And it's funny how big a hand that is right there. You know, with as raggedy as the board is, deuce, tray, 9, flopping top 2 or all 3 pairs is a pretty good hand. You kind of only have to worry about a flush draw. And although
here to put Jeremy all in, and looks like David's going to have to make a decision for his whole stack at this point.
Yeah, I mean, David's really drawing to a a 4 or a 3. I mean, 3, 4, or 5. Not even a 3. No, not even a 3. Just a 4 or a 5, really. That's a pretty easy decision there. He doesn't have a heart. He's really not supposed to call there unless I'm missing something, which I don't think I am.
Henry, you want to go twice on the side? I know Dave ain't. If we win the first pot. There is no side. Oh, yeah. If you win the first pot, though, it's, if you win the first pot.
I think I don't know.
Well, we got it all in, though. We get some sweat, some action here.
We have to win the first board.
I'm not going to lie. I am not the world's greatest pot limit Omaha player. I will not profess to be. But I don't know if that's a really good call by Jeremy with 2 kings without having another heart. And I don't necessarily think it's a good call by David, effectively drawn to a 4 or a 5.
Those spike a 5 on the river the first run out, though. And a 4 on the second run out.
Boing. Oh, my God. 5 and then a 4 on the turn. Wow.
Shows what you know, Jesse.
Shows what I know. What do I know about this game anyway?
For lucky money. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, that's pretty sick.
Sick action.
What's funny
here.
about that is running it twice, so he had to catch a 4 or a 5. So there's 4 4s and 2 5s. So he had to go 1 out of 6 and then 1 out of 5, back to back. That's pretty juicy.
Easy game.
Easy game, yeah. Good job, Dave.
Jeremy might come back. Yeah, Jeremy's coming back.
4 or 5. So there's 4 4s and oops, trying to pick up the chat here. It's hard for me to manage all this technology.
There is a lot going on right now, that's for sure.
You ain't kidding.
He said you got hearts, and he's like, nope, I got a gut shot.
Hair in a gutter. My comfort zone coming from behind.
David did get a little stuck earlier, but now he's up about 2,500 since the start of the game. Dug himself out of that hole, making a nice little profit. I don't want to show the cumulative winnings right now just because we had a glitch with the chips early on, and so it's not going to show exactly what they're up. But I have written down what they all started with, so I can let you guys know if anybody wants to know who's up big. They put their chip stacks up now. Josh sitting with over 20,000 in front of him. It's up 11,000 since the start of the night.
Nice. So he's obviously the big winner in the game because nobody else is up that much. Definitely a volatile game, this PLO.
First stuff that we got? Yeah, no. Okay.
What do we got going now? Everybody's getting a fresh cocktail.
Yep.
Josh picking up a couple kings there, huh? You see?
Oh, he ordered from
catch up on the action here. Then they had with somebody. Not Cody, though.
It is definitely not Cody.
Looks like it's heads up between him and Lee.
The action catch up to us here, huh?
But whatever happened, Josh ended up winning that one.
Well, Josh, 2 kings take down another one.
Yeah, I know, but I go to there, so he might. I don't know. I'm not going to get in the middle.
So, remind everybody, we've got our other big cash game tomorrow night, the 5-10-25 No Limit Hold'em game. Starts tomorrow night. And then Sunday, we're going to have the final table of Winter Open event number 1, 100K guaranteed tournament.
Yeah, 3 streams back to back to back. And, you know, somebody just asked on one of the chat rooms, on a YouTube chat room, is why doesn't George play PLO? Well, George is he's basically just a Hold'em player. That's what he likes. He's comfortable playing Hold'em. That's his zone. That's his range. That's what he likes to do. He doesn't want to branch out and mess up his rhythm by getting 4 cards. So I honestly think George would be
so I don't know why you want to change it up.
He does do great with Hold'em. I think the way he plays Hold'em, he would be actually a very good PLO player, which is interesting because I think his style of Hold'em is kind of like a PLO style. But either way, maybe, is he playing tomorrow night?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so we'll get George tomorrow night in the Hold'em game. Always fun to watch.
Four-way action here. Lee with pocket aces leads out 150. And David's got top pair. Also got a gut shot Broadway draw. Gonna be heads up between the two of them in a turn.
Ooh, top 2 for David now, huh?
Lee has 2 pair as well, jacks and 10s.
No, it's just David.
Queens and, sorry, queens and, no, aces, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Jacks and 10s, right?
No. David's got 2 pair and Lee has 1 pair.
No, he had jack 10 though, so there was 2 pair jacks and 10s on the turn.
This queen, Jack, I'm sorry, Jack came on the turn. Yeah. But he gave it up.
Gave it up.
Hey, Lee's tough, you know, he doesn't, Lee's a very tough, good thinking player, so he's not just going to put money in because he has aces or, you know, bottom 2 and an overpair or something like that. He probably put David on a straight and figured even if David doesn't have a straight, he's going to have a bigger 2 pair anyway, so it's really not worth the call.
I mean, you look at the table, and all these guys are actually pretty versatile, good poker players. I mean,
yeah.
When you look at, I mean, just think about tournaments alone. Toby's won a couple of big tournaments here. Kelly Joe goes deep in a tournament. He had a nice run at the World Series this past summer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Kelly Joe.
Peter there's a good tournament player.
Yeah, Peter's a great player. He's a great all-around player, and Lee's a great all-around player. And yeah, Kelly Joe, who made his way into the World Series of Poker through our satellite program and wearing the best bet patch, he went deeper than anybody this year. Cody seems like he's playing fairly tight.
I did see him fold. He had pocket jacks, he had an ace, and something else earlier. Pre-flop, it wasn't a raise. So I'd say it's a pretty tight player.
Josh re-raising with an interesting hand with 2 pair 9s and 8s. Which, if you're watching, obviously this is a pot limit Omaha straight high game. If you ever get that hand in a high low, you can shoot it straight to the muck.
Getting cheap. Yeah, it's 72 plus.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a little break here. I'm going to leave you with Wes for a little while. I'll take a little break, and I'll come back shortly and check on the action.
All right,
Stay
thanks,
tuned.
Jesse. We'll see you in a little bit. We continue here on the on Best Bet Live 5-10-25 pot limit Omaha game. $1,000 minimum buy-in, no max.
Yo, you already stuck in them boys or what?
You got to clean.
Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
These guys having a good time tonight. Big juicy game, lots of action, big pots so far. Hopefully that keeps going as the night progresses. Thank everybody for tuning in on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube Live. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following us so you can get up-to-date information, get updates whenever we go live in the future. And you can watch our archived streams on each of those sites as well. Plenty of poker content to watch when we are idle.
Here it comes, Henry. Here it comes.
Call off the hounds. Here they come, Henry. About 20 seconds.
What's up today? What's up today? Rock and cheese? No.
What soup you like? The chicken noodle? The gumbo's good too?
The gumbo here, not like the one in Biloxi.
Yeah,
Way
Biloxi
different.
gumbo.
I hear it has a tomato base.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of different. It's not weird.
I've only had better gumbo in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's right. 12, yeah, 18.
New Orleans also the best oysters I've ever had. Across from the Harris, that place.
Gargoyles.
Yeah.
Boy oyster. But raw oyster, it all depends. The West Coast is better.
We do have an all-in by Lee here. Toby making the call. Not sure what he has. A little mystery action. Lee. It's a nice little. He does spike the wheel there on the turn on this first run out.
Here comes the 7.
Or backdoor heart. I called it. I mean, it's so obvious.
I literally said, here comes the 7. And it's just the 7 clubs. Yeah, I know. Nice.
I didn't see what Toby had, but looks like he scooped it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Right over here.
Guys, sorry for the jumping here. I'm trying to fix this on my end so it's not as jittery for you. I might have to restart the stream in just a moment. Bear with me.
Just some.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, Joe.
He said, what you say? He said, I said, go fuck yourself.
And I was right here. I was like, bruh. He was like, seriously, man. How'd that work out? They didn't fight. Hey, that was great. I didn't do that. I was actually trying to spill it into your rice so you didn't have to wait 45 more minutes.
don't doubt it.
He would have definitely whooped your ass back. That would have been the shot I broke it.
They'd be like, you know what? I take it easy on these waitresses, but another fucking player.
At least they get into the sword stop.
Come on.
Dang, he all in. Whatever you want, Henry. Whatever you want. He said, Jordan, just ship it and don't even run it. Two full more.
All right, guys, I'm going to have to restart the broadcast here. It'll just take a minute. You'll miss maybe one hand. So be sure to log back in on the new stream that opens up on Facebook. And Twitch and YouTube should just restart on their own. Just bear with us while we fix this. And we'll see you on the other side here on Best Bet Live in Jacksonville, Florida. We'll be right back.
A whole bunch.
About 675. I think.